I'm Bridget Ellison, joined by Susan Forbes, Senior Vice President of Communications for OneBlood, where we've learned that there has been a ransomware attack on OneBlood. And Susan, it's good to have you with us. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So immediately, just how did this happen? When did it happen? And how is the local community impacted right now? What do they need to know?
Well, we became aware of this on Monday, and right now, OneBlood is, we are still up and running. We still are encouraging donors to come in. It's just that right now we are operating on a reduced capacity. And so when you're on a reduced capacity due to being on manual processes, that starts to impact the blood supply. So we had to switch to manual processes, and that takes longer. But we are still open and collecting, testing, processing, and distributing blood products throughout our service area. We have put out the all call for donors, though, because when we are at a reduced capacity, that impacts blood collections. And so we're encouraging you to make an appointment at oneblood.org and to come in and see us. We're also working with our partners throughout the blood community who are rallying around us at this time and helping to provide additional blood products over to OneBlood. So that's happening throughout the country with blood centers around the country.
And so, in terms of when we talk about ransomware and this type of threat, we know it was brought to your attention through the Health Information Sharing and Analysis Center. Is that right? And how does that impact things such as donor information?
Right now, we have a team of cybersecurity specialists that are assisting us to look at all of the information. So right now, that's where we sit, and I really don't have anything beyond that.
Okay. But at this time, people can still donate. You're still encouraging people to donate. What about things like the Big Red Bus? Is that still available? Is that still one of the places where people can give in addition to coming to the centers?
Yes, we are still having, our donor centers are open. Our Big Red Buses are out for blood drives. We are business as usual on the front end here. We continue to collect blood. And on the back end of our business, we continue to be business as usual, where we are processing, testing, and distributing blood products throughout our service area. We are operating at a reduced capacity, though. So when you're operating at a reduced capacity, it does start to impact the blood supply. And that's why we have put the all call out for donors, and the donors centers throughout the country are helping augment our supply right now by sending us additional blood products from other parts of the country. We also are working with the AABB Disaster Task Force, and they are helping mobilize national resources to help augment our blood supply as well. So it's really an all hands on deck situation, but it's under control, and we are still open and encouraging people to come in and donate.
Okay. And when you say the reduced capacity, is that because of the cybersecurity issue? Is there something that is locked up that you can't get information from?
No, what we are on we switched to manual processes.
Mm-hmm.
So typically, we would have been maybe registering donors on a tablet. We've moved to using the paper forms like we used to use before we used the tablet. Our printing of labels for blood products has become a manual process. So, things that we were doing before that were quicker to do using the computer system have now moved to a manual process. So it takes longer when you are doing things manually.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it starts to impact the blood supply. So that's why we are also working with blood centers across the country who are helping us at this time to augment our collections. But the important thing to know is that donations continue to be needed. This is not something, this is an ongoing situation for us. So it's important that people continue to donate regardless of what is happening. Our life-saving mission must continue no matter the circumstances. So nothing is going to stand in our way of continuing to ensure a ready blood supply. We are working here locally and throughout our service area to make sure that our blood collections continue. We are working behind the scenes to make sure that donations are processed, tested, and distributed to hospitals as quickly as possible. We continue to monitor the situation with our cybersecurity experts. We're working with local, federal, and state state agencies who are assisting us to, get this situation under control. And we are doing everything possible to rectify the situation in short order.
Mm-hmm. Are they giving you any estimate on when they might be able to sort of, get things back online, so to speak?
Not at this time.
Mm-hmm. And when we talk about OneBlood, you are working with medical centers from the Carolinas to Georgia, Florida, Alabama, over 200 hospitals. Are any of the local hospitals impacted in this?
Well, we service over 250 hospitals throughout the Southeast. So all of our hospital partners have been aware, that we had a situation with our software system. So today we are able to, put the news out as to what we are dealing with, and they continue to get shipments of blood. We have asked them, though, to move to their emergency critical blood shortage protocols so that they can assess the blood supply that they have. This really is a team effort to manage the blood supply right now. And so, hospitals are looking at what they have coming up. But, some people need blood immediately. So it's not about maybe being able to say, well, maybe there's certain surgeries that can be postponed if they need to do that. But there are other people who need blood no matter what right now. And so this is about managing the supply at hand. And that requires, everybody to do that, not just OneBlood, but also the hospital partners who are doing that. So they implemented their emergency protocols when there's a critical blood shortage, and that's what they're doing right now. So that's helping manage this supply. We have additional blood coming in, not only through OneBlood, but through other blood centers throughout the country. And all of that is helping to stabilize the blood supply. But this is an ongoing situation, and it is important that people continue to donate, not only locally, but around the nation.
All right. Well, that is good to hear that everyone's working together, doing things sort of the old-fashioned way, so to speak, until you can get that cyber threat taken care of. But the main takeaway you want the community to know is that they need to come out and give right now.
Yes, they need to donate. The need for blood never stops. It never stops. No matter what is going on, blood is needed. And we are making sure that we are meeting that need with our hospital partners. We've had, to shift and do some different things here, but we continue to have an all hands on deck response to ensure that we have the blood supply that our hospital partners need. There is an increased need. Now, all blood types are needed, but always there is an increased need right now for type O blood. If you are O positive or O negative, we urge you to come in and donate. Those are very in-demand blood types from hospitals, and we need type O donors to please donate. In addition to that, we need platelet donors to come in as well. So those are three blood products that are in high demand right now: type O blood and platelet donors. So we encourage you to please come in and donate. Summer is one of the most challenging times of the year for blood collections. So you add this on top of it. That's why it's important that we bolster up that blood supply and ensure that we have what we need for hospitals. There's about 60% of the population out there is eligible to donate blood, but less than 5% do. So now is a great time for you to become a blood donor. We encourage you to do it. You'll make a huge impact in our community, and we need you to come in.
And is the website still good to go in terms of people being able to go onto your website and pull up what's closest to them for giving?
Yes, we have everything listed right there at oneblood.org. Just type in your zip code. You'll see all the big red bus blood drives, all the donor centers. You can make an appointment right there online. It's very user-friendly at oneblood.org. We'll continue to update donors there about the situation as well. We've listed the press release along with FAQs there for donors to see, and we'll continue to update that as we go forward. This is an evolving situation.
Okay, well, thank you so much for all the extra details and updates, Susan. Good to have you with us, and we hope things get resolved very soon.
Thank you.